Whenever an uncomfortable truth for the Obama administration rears its head, pleas of ignorance always seem to follow. In the case of Lois Lerner, IRS Director for Exempt Organizations, she exercised her Fifth Amendment right. To avoid such pleas in the case we present here, consider that President Obama and his half-brother Malik Obama were each the best man at each other's wedding, and that Lois Lerner's signature is at the bottom of a document that granted Malik's Barack H. Obama Foundation tax-exempt status in 2011. The service received by Malik's foundation was unheard of. His foundation received its 501c3 in less than 1 month, and it was even retroactive back to 2008. This was so egregious that the chairman of the National Legal and Policy Center indicated common law fraud and potentially even federal mail fraud was at play. Speaking of Lois Lerner, in June of 2011, her signature was placed at the bottom of a document that granted Malik's Barack H. Obama Foundation an unheard of level of customer service, awarding tax-exempt status in less than a month, when it normally takes between 7 and 10 months. The foundation's tax-exempt status was also made retroactive back to 2008. Now it's been learned that the relationship between President Barack Obama's half-brother Malik Obama and Sudan's President Omar al-Bashir is much closer than previously thought. Malik is the executive secretary of the Islamic Dawah Organization, or IDO, as reported by all major Saudi press, including Okaz. How significant is this? Very significant. The IDO has been created by the Sudanese government, which is considered by the U.S. State Department as a terrorist state. This places Malik Obama in bed with terrorists and working as an official within a terrorist state. We have the evidence to prove it: meetings, photos, everything. Bashir is wanted by the International Criminal Court on 7 counts relating to crimes against humanity. As such, Bashir is the head of a country that the U.S. State Department has identified as a state sponsor of terrorism, a designation issued in 1993. In 2010, Malik Obama attended the Islamic Dawah Organization conference in Khartoum, the capital of Sudan. One of the objectives of the IDO is to spread Wahhabist Islam across the African continent. Bashir wasn't just present at the conference, he supervised it. In this photo, from the Barack H. Obama Foundation website, headed by Malik, Bashir can be seen dressed in black. To the right, another man to take notice of is seated directly to the right of Bashir. His name is Suwar al-Dahab. More on him later. Here is the 23rd conference of the Islamic Dawah Organization under the supervision of Omar Hassan Ahmad al-Bashir, organization supervisor. While we could not locate a photo of Malik with al-Bashir, it's obvious in looking at this photo that Malik attended the same conference. Here is President Obama's half-brother standing at the podium. Dahab can be seen in the background. There are, however, photos of Malik with al-Dahab at the conference. So what is the significance of Malik's schmoozing with al-Dahab? For one thing, as chairman of the IDO, al-Dahab is Malik's boss. It's always wise to schmooze with your boss. However, take a look at who al-Dahab schmoozes with: the Prime Minister of Hamas, Ismail Haniyeh, and the Muslim Brotherhood's spiritual leader, Yusuf al-Qaradawi. On a recent trip to Gaza, which al-Dahab attended, Haniyeh presented Qaradawi with Palestinian citizenship and signed his passport. Here is video of the 3 men in Gaza earlier this month. Take note that Malik Obama's boss, Suwar al-Dahab, is expressing solidarity with both a guy who heads an organization the U.S. State Department has identified as a foreign terrorist organization, Hamas, and another guy, Qaradawi, who thinks Hitler didn't finish the job when it came to the Jews. Of course, there will be naysayers who will accuse us of attributing blame to Barack for the sins of his half-brother Malik. Those who make such charges encounter problems because Barack and his brother are very close. Each was the best man at the other's wedding, and Malik has made multiple visits to the White House. Oh, we almost forgot. Whenever uncomfortable truths about Barack Obama arise, he always seems to know nothing about anything related to the matter in question. He didn't know what happened when a video was blamed for the 9/11 attacks in Benghazi. He learned about the IRS scandal from the media, and he's appointed Attorney General Eric Holder to investigate Eric Holder over the reporting scandals. This leads us to the very favorable treatment received by none other than Malik Obama in his capacity as head of the Barack H. Obama Foundation. In May of 2011, BHOF received incredibly expeditious and retroactive tax-exempt status from the IRS in general, Lois Lerner in particular. Lerner's signature is at the bottom of BHOF's approval letter. If Malik was the odd man out, how did he receive such unheard of, expeditious, retroactive, and likely illegal customer service from Barack's IRS? Lest there be any more doubt that we have a very real problem here, consider that Malik is the fourth Obama family member in Kenya who is now implicated in the spread of Wahhabist Islam. The three others are step-grandmother Sarah, Uncle Saeed, and cousin Musa, who in 2011 told Al Jazeera that the Mama Sarah Obama Foundation, or MSOF, deceptively diverts its contributions towards scholarships for Kenyan students to attend the most virulent of Wahhabist schools in Saudi Arabia. Remember this?